Texas Ranger Alex Tyree meets a British intelligence agent. Her name is Jennifer Smith. She wants him to go to Mexico to bring back a wanted criminal. Ranger Alex declines. He tells her he has more important things to do. Agent Smith tells him who the criminal is. He's responsible for killing the 2 Texas state troopers recently. This gets the ranger's attention. He asks the agent, "Who is he to you?" She tells him his name is Declan McBride. He is an ex-provisional IRA agent. He is wanted for numerous terrorist atrocities on and off the British mainland. He is extremely vicious and resourceful. The ranger asks her what's an Irishman doing robbing banks in Texas. Agent Smith replies he's gone rogue. He's giving money to the worst criminals imaginable. He's planning a terrorist attack on the mainland. We need your help. Ranger Alex agrees to help. Then we see Ranger Alex with the Mexican police. They are turning over the terrorists to the Americans. The criminal tries to bribe the rangers. He says, "I'll make it worth your while if you let me go." The ranger replies, "Not a chance." The terrorist apologizes for killing the 2 state troopers. He tells the rangers it was part of a greater cause. The officers just ignore his comment. Then out of nowhere, a truck crashes into them. Numerous armed men open fire on the rangers. Ranger Alex's partner is killed. He exits the car and returns fire. He takes out some of the attackers. But he is wounded. The prisoner escapes from the police car. The ranger is badly injured. He crawls behind a fallen tree. They keep shooting at him. They assume the ranger is dead. They drive away, leaving their dead comrades behind. The ranger survives and backup arrives. They take him to the hospital. Then we see Ranger Alex having a cup of coffee. Agent Smith shows up again. She wants to continue searching for McBride. Ranger Alex tells her no. He says, "I'll catch McBride on my terms this time." Agent Smith asked him to please sit back down. The ranger asks her, "Why should I help you again?" She replies, "I'll give you multiple reasons." She tells him how many Americans he has killed. She convinces him to help her once more. Now they are on a plane en route to London. He puts his hat on. She tells him he should try to blend in. He ignores her and takes a nap. They arrive in London. They get a tip on where McBride might be. They enter the building with extreme caution. Agent Smith knocks on a door. Gunfire rips through the door. She returns fire. Meanwhile, Ranger Alex has his hands full. A terrorist smashes through the door. He attacks the ranger. The ranger fights for his life. Then Agent Smith comes to the rescue. The terrorist escapes from the building. Smith and Alex are in hot pursuit. But he escapes on a motorcycle. The police arrived and tell them to drop their weapons. Agent Smith shows them her ID. They are released. Then we see McBride buying some weapons from a technician. After the transaction, he is shot in the head. They take the money and weapons and leave. Back at the hotel, trouble is brewing. The ranger and the agent are just having their morning coffee. They are planning their next move. Ranger Alex is at the front desk. The same terrorist that escaped on the motorcycle is back. He has his sights set on the ranger. Luckily, Agent Smith turns around and sees him. He takes aim at the unsuspecting ranger. But once again, Agent Smith saves the ranger. Then other terrorists open fire. The ranger grabs a gun and joins in the battle. Agent Smith is wounded. They run out of the lobby. The terrorist is furious. He is also wounded. He follows them out to the street. He unloads his automatic weapon as they drive away. Then McBride pulls him into a van. They escape just before the police arrive. Ranger Alex treats Agent Smith's wound. As they speak, she says, "It looks like we got their attention." The ranger replies, "You did real good today. You saved my life and I appreciate that." She replies, "Thank you, Ranger." He responds, "Just call me Alex." Then we see the terrorist getting patched up. The ranger and agent follow up on another tip. They arrive at the location. The ranger looks out the window. He sees the bad guys approaching. He tells Agent Smith to get ready to rumble. The terrorist shoots the doorman. They begin searching for anyone. Ranger Alex surprises one of them. He takes his gun and opens fire. He fires through the wall, killing several terrorists. Now he's out of bullets. The terrorist in charge enters the room. He tells the ranger, "You killed all of my men." The terrorist tells him, "Let's do this." Then Agent Smith steps in. She puts her gun to his head and tells him to put his hands up. The terrorist disarms her and knocks her out. The ranger and the terrorists have a brief conversation. Then the fight is on. The ranger is getting a shellacking. He throws plates at him. This guy seems to be unstoppable. The ranger finds a knife. Instead of using it to kill the terrorist, he stabs him in the leg. This just makes him angry. The ranger tries the knife again, with no luck. Now the terrorist has the knife. He goes in to finish off the ranger. But the ranger's not going down without a fight. The knife is at the ranger's throat. Then he remembers a self-defense move he learned in ranger training. He puts his thumb into the terrorist's eye. Then he pushes as hard as he can. The terrorist screams out in pain. He jumps through the window and escapes. Ranger Alex is wiped out. He thinks to himself, I thought he would never leave. He limps over and puts his hat and jacket back on. Then he goes to check on Agent Smith. By this time, the police have arrived. The ranger shows them his ID as he carries out Agent Smith. The terrorists are planning an attack on the British Parliament. Then we see the terrorist with an eye patch. Declan McBride appears once again. He is the mastermind behind the attack. He claims this will be the greatest terrorist attack since 9/11. McBride and Old One-Eye discuss their mission. The terrorist picks up his weapon while McBride has a drink. Ranger Alex and Agent Smith locate the terrorist. Along with the London police, they move in. They entered the building fully armed. Agent Smith takes out one of the guards. Ranger Alex stumbles upon the one-eyed terrorist. He tells the ranger it's time for payback for my eye. Then he opens fire. Agent Smith hears the gunfire. She makes short work of another attacker. The ranger and Old One-Eye have a shootout. The terrorist tells the ranger he's out of ammunition. Ranger Alex tells him, it's time to throw in the towel. The terrorist responds, oh no, I'm not done yet. He sneaks up on the ranger. And so they're at it again. The terrorist has a knife. The ranger grabs a sledgehammer. Even with only one eye, the terrorist is a mean machine. He is on top of the ranger with his knife. The ranger throws him off and takes the knife. He slashes the terrorist. But he grabs the sledgehammer. He almost hits the ranger several times. Finally, the ranger regains control of the sledgehammer. He nails the terrorist dead center. You would think that the ranger would just finish him off. But no, he allows the terrorists to pick up another weapon. Now Old One-Eye has a large pipe. He lays into Ranger Alex. The ranger is down again. But the ranger fights back. He meets the terrorist with his sledgehammer. Then the ranger finally decides to end the madness. With a solid strike to the head, Old One-Eye is history. Agent Smith arrives and congratulates the ranger. You're probably wondering where all the cops are. Well, they're still waiting for backup, go figure. Ranger Alex and Agent Smith go after McBride. There is a short gun battle. McBride tells them to stop shooting, I'm coming out. They tell McBride to raise his hands. He is holding 2 smoke bombs. Ranger Alex tells him, I'm here to take you in alive. Then McBride arms the bombs and runs for cover. Then the two start shooting. But it's too little, too late. McBride disappears in a cloud of smoke. We see him calmly walking away and blending in. And so Ranger Alex and Agent Smith part ways. The ranger goes back to Texas. A surveillance satellite reports some unusual activity. A group of possible terrorists are seen in the Mexican desert. A closer look reveals it could be McBride. Ranger Alex is contacted and picks up the trail. He catches up with the terrorist. McBride is trying to stay cool in the hot desert sun. Then he sees the ranger. He says, hello Ranger Tyree, are you looking for me? The ranger responds, put your boots on, we're going for a walk. Another terrorist takes aim at the ranger. Ranger Alex blows him away. McBride says, so are you gonna kill us all? Ranger Alex replies, no, I'd rather not. Now get your boots on and let's move out. McBride tells the others in Spanish to kill the ranger. Then the fight is on. Bullets are flying through the air. The ranger is too quick for them. He moves with lightning speed. The terrorists didn't stand the chance. Ranger Alex wipes out the terrorist clan. Meanwhile, McBride is making his getaway. But he can't outrun a bullet. Ranger Alex takes careful aim. He fires, hitting McBride in the leg. He falls to the ground in pain. The ranger approaches McBride. He asks the ranger, don't you have a life? The ranger responds, sure, locking up fools like you. The Mexican police arrive. He asks the ranger, did you get your man? Ranger Alex replies, I sure did, Captain, thanks for your help. The Mexican captain tells McBride to stay out of Mexico. The ranger takes McBride away. And so Ranger Alex Tyree always gets his man. And the movie ends. If you enjoyed watching this condensed version of One Ranger, Please click the like and subscribe buttons, plus leave a comment. And thanks for watching.